presented by your local Geico offices in Spring, Katy, Pearland, and Cypress. I'm Ashley Bullington. You'll find us right here every Thursday afternoon, getting you ready for the upcoming weekend of Houston area high school football. High school football is finally back. In just a few hours at 6:30 p.m., Cy Ridge and Cy Woods will kick off the season at Pridgeon Stadium, and the 2019 season will be off and running. Not to go all Ron Burgundy on you, but I'm not sure if you've heard, but there's kind of a big game tonight. Okay, so maybe not as big as Mr. B, the beautiful beefy cat that stole the internet last week, but this is the next best thing. Of course, we're all talking about Katy at North Shore. North Shore begins its state title defense against one of the all-time historic powerhouse programs in high school football. Nobody will forget North Shore's thrilling last-second victory over Duncanville in the 6A Division I state championship. But Katy has also not forgotten that both of its two losses last year came to the Mustangs, especially that 49-38 defeat at NRG Stadium in the third round of the playoffs. The Tigers slowed down North Shore's star-studded offense. Senior running back Zach Evans grabs the headlines as one of the nation's most sought-after recruits. But junior quarterback Demetrius Davis has the attention of Katy head coach Gary Joseph.
You know, the difference in North Shore now and the years past is their quarterback, no doubt. So they've always had really, really great running backs. This one may be the best they've had, but their quarterback is definitely the difference in their team.
There's another marquee matchup tonight as Lamar visits Westfield in a matchup of programs that seem to grow district championships on trees. Westfield won last year's contest 31-14 against a young Lamar squad. But this year, it's the Mustangs who return just 8 starters. If you're looking for an intriguing under-the-radar game tonight, don't sleep on Alvin versus Stratford over at Tully Stadium. Stratford started 2-0 last year before dropping 6 of its last 8 games to finish 4-6 and missed the playoffs. Alvin struggled to an 0-10 season, but there's a reason for optimism in 2019. Tim Tagle returns to the high school coaching ranks after a stint on the coaching staff at the University of Houston. Prior to U of H, Tagle spent 26 seasons at Rosenberg Terry, where he led the Rangers to the postseason 16 times.
Biggest reason that Tim Tagle and Brendan Tagle are in Alvin, Texas is because it's the place we wanted to be. It's the people. It was an unquenchable thirst that the people, the town, the community, the kids had, the programs had, that you ask for when you're an educator. You walk into the classroom, are they thirsty to learn? This town was thirsty to have success and get things right, not just in football, but just culturally. What a great opportunity for us. It's my 51st year to start the game of football as a player coach, and I think I'm more excited this 51st year than I was in the early 70s, so it's a pretty cool deal.
And who knows? Maybe Stratford alum Andrew Luck will find his way to Tully Stadium tonight. I hear he has some free time on his hands these days. Tomorrow night's schedule is loaded as well, and we love a good rivalry showdown here on the Warmup. No, we're not talking about the big Chick-fil-A Popeye's chicken sandwich rivalry, although we would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. No, we're talking about Tomball and Tomball Memorial. While Tomball is in 5A and Tomball Memorial is in 6A, it's nice to see these crosstown foes able to kick the season off against one another. It will be an interesting matchup to see how Tomball senior quarterback Hunter Dunn fares against a stingy Wildcat defense that returns 9 starters. We'll have highlights of all 4 of those games, plus a whole lot more on this week's episode of Chevrolet's Inside High School Sports at 8:30 a.m. Saturday morning on KHOU 11. Our Chevy Spotlight will catch up with the Cleveland Indians. No, not the baseball team. Duh, the high school football team? That's kind of what we do here. The Indians tried to rebuild the program under new head coach Norris Taft. We'll also unveil a new feature. The winner of our weekly MVP award will receive a custom bobblehead in his or her likeness. Now it's time for the extra point. As we mentioned earlier, Saturday, the football world was shocked by the sudden news of Andrew Luck's retirement. Luck is a product of Stratford High School here in Houston and was the first overall pick in 2012. He spent all 6 seasons in the NFL as an Indianapolis Colt.
Isn't how I envisioned this or planned this, but I am going to retire. This is not an easy decision. Honestly, it's the hardest decision of my life. But it is the right decision for me. For the last 4 years or so, I've been in this cycle of injury, pain, rehab, injury, pain, rehab. And it's been unceasing and unrelenting, both in season, and off season. And I felt stuck in it, and the only way I see out is to no longer play football. It's taken my joy of this game away, and this. Sorry.
Damon Demas made state news this week, and it was not for his bonnet and sense of style. Demas was transferring his senior season to Tomball High from North Forest. Demas's case to play football was up for review with the UIL SEC, and they denied him. Demas will not be playing football his senior season for Tomball or anyone. The A&M commit had this to say about the decision.
How difficult of a decision was that for you to go ahead and just make that transfer?
It was kind of difficult because I didn't want to leave. You know, I cried. You know, Papa told me, I was crying. I was like, I don't want to go. But then I had to think about it like this. Like, if I stay, I'm probably not going to prosper.
That's all we have for this week's episode. Follow all of our social media platforms to stay up to the minute on Inside High School sports content. We have Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. That'll get you ready for your wake-up call. Grab your coffee and turn on KHOU at 8:30 a.m. for Chevrolet's Inside High School Sports, hosted by Matt Musil. I'm Ashley Billington. Thank you so much for watching The Warmup, presented by your local Geico offices in Spring, Katy, Pearland, and Cypress. Be sure to visit geico.com/Houston for more information and to get a quote. It's time for high school football in Texas. We'll see you on the gridiron tonight.